All right, good morning, guys, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Mr. Chaos right here, and today I want to show you guys something about the draft I did, but it's not about cutting or sewing. It's just something I want to show you guys. It might be useful to some people. So today, the thing I have right here is a pattern drafting. How to draft a pattern. So as a tailor, as fashion designer, I believe that a lot of people they're interested in this, but they don't know the best way to go about it. And today I come up with the one I draft on my own with my hand from my head, and also to let people know that I'm going to be posting this on YouTube channel about the basics, how to learn all these things from one step to the other. And as you can see, this is small patterns that I have. You see, they are all K-craft. My fashion word is Chaos Fashionate word, and this illustration and this pattern drafting, I call my artwork K-craft. And as you can see, all these things you see here, I didn't go out to learn about it. I just use my free time to be practicing and drawing strokes, sketching, and today I'm becoming, very good in it. And even when you're good in this, you can do more other things, you can do more other acts when you're really good in this, like this. Now when you're good, you can draw flowers. This is a flower, this is a leaf pattern, this is a mandala design, and also this is a mandala design. As you can see, this is a reality eyes and light bulb. When you're good in drafting pattern, you begin to play with things like this. You graduate to something else. And but this is not mostly the reason why I brought you guys to this channel today. The reason why I actually brought you guys is that a lot of tailors be asking me questions online on my WhatsApp group, Telegram, the people I teach online, asking me about measurement. And there's no way I can teach you measurements. You know your customers. I can't teach you measurements about them. Sometimes when you measure people, you use your own instinct. And there's no way I can explain things to them online. So today I come up with an idea, and I realized that as a tailor, if you learn to understand human structure better, you're going to be able to know where every position a human being is located. Where a human being bust is located, you know the distance from there to the hip, from there to the knee. You're going to understand. So this is the idea I came up with. Although I know how to do illustration on human style, how to draw a style. So now I came up with something like this. This is a human structure, how human being is supposed to be divided. If you learn something like this now, from the gorgeous area, you divide a human being to half. Then from the knee, above the knee here, you get something like this. If you can get from this view, front view, back view, side view, and then this is a 3D view. If you can get something like this, you learn how to do it. I'm going to be teaching all this online. If you know how to do this, then you're good to go. And when you finish with all this is what the result come out from. This is what the result come out with. Now, because I understand the structure of human and the length of a human being, then this is what I was able to sketch out as an illustration. But this one, I define the face. If you are a designer, it's not necessary that you must define people's face. It's not necessary. What you need to define is just the shape. As you can see right now, if you put down a real material and you want to cut, you're not going to bring the hip down too much or take the hip up too much. It's just going to be where it's supposed to be for the person. Because if you look at the hip right now, you get exactly what I got exactly what I'm supposed to get. But I didn't define the face. It's just an illustration. I'm not an artist. I'm still a tailor. So this particular one is just to get into customer's head. When your customer come to you and they're describing something and they can't really describe very well, you just try to drop down an illustration and they believe in you that you are coming up with something. I mean, for them to be talking and then you are sketching, they'll be very happy with you and they always want to come back again. And when it comes to measurements, you won't make too many mistakes, because that's the problem tailors have. If I want to teach people things how to do it, I first of all need to tell them the secret, and this is the secret of measurement. From this now you move to tape, how to use tape rule. For mostly professionals need this, and also beginners, they need it. You need to sit down, play around with something like this and see what you can learn from it. It's very, very easy. Just keep playing. When you have free time, don't go play too much, don't have too much fun. Take that time to be doing something like this, use this as your fun. The more you start doing it, you become good. I don't have to go to artists to learn this. All I need to do is ask an artist a question and they tell me the secret how human beings are being divided, and then I use it, apply it to my own skills, and today this is what I'm getting. And if you look at it, this is it. When I decide to start drawing something, I also get this. If you look at this, I did not define the face. This is just a dummy. There is no face on it, and also this one, there is no face on it. So I want you guys to look at something like this, study and learn something from this particular art. It's very, very easy to learn. And as you can see, I know African illustration, I play around with things like this too. I'm not an artist though, but look at what I'm doing. All this is from my head, just to like something to improve my brain, my mental ability. That is what I did. But when I start teaching these things online, this is where I'm going to start from. The vision of human structure. When you learn something like this now and you start playing with it, all you need to do when you finish drawing something like this, you just use a cleaner and clean it up. When you clean it up, as you can see, there is still a shape on it. You get your pencil and start following that shape. You know where the hip is located already. So when you start getting things like that, before you know, you start drawing people. And if you're a fashion designer, you want to draw people, women, if you want to make skirt for women, the skirt is almost always longer than the leg, and this is where the leg area is supposed to be. But at least we're going to extend the skirt down, or the down of the gown. We're going to extend it down. Look at all this now, this peacock flowing on the ground. And right now, so this is, for example, now if this is a skirt, right, this particular place here would be the area, the waist here. Then for those people who love to put their skirts around the tummy, will be up here. And right now you see the length from here to the nail. If you watch out, from this length here to this place is the same. But for this illustration to reach here now, that means here is much more longer from the thigh and the hip area. Okay, so when you do things like this and the customer seems not to be satisfied with it, you can still keep changing your thing. Just keep turning it around. This is it. You can still add more things. You can clean this place up and then add sleeve to it. Do things like that just to make sure that you convince the person. And one more other thing, if you want to know how to do these things for real, or you want to go for a course for it in school, you have to be in a department of the IRD. That's a short for Art and Industrial Design, I guess. So that's where you can learn it. When you learn things like that, the things that you're mostly going to be learning there is these illustrations and also this pattern drafting. And after this pattern drafting, then you move to these particular things. This is another illustration I make, and also this is fabrication. All these things that I'm showing you now, aside from the illustration, those pattern drafting is part of fabrication. And you see, this is it. If you can get patterns like this now, you can use it to design things. This is a mandala pattern. You use it to design your wall. For example, in your shop now, you have rough wall and you want to make the place nice. You don't spend too much money. All you need to do is to get a plywood, cover the wall. When you cover the wall, get a gum. They call it top bond. When you get it, you just use brush to rub it to the wall. Get your Ankara material, any shape, just keep placing them on that plywood, and at the end of it, you see your wall will be looking beautiful with a lot of color illustration. And that's my lesson for you guys today, is just to show you guys that I'm coming up with something like this for people who might be interested to be watching things like this. You can always come back to my channel. You can watch more video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button anytime I drop things like this, so you can be the first person to be notified. And also, I'll be dropping a lot of lessons for beginners. The things that I'm showing now is just for the princess cut, and everything is just for the professionals that want to improve themselves. But I'll be coming for beginners very soon. Stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, thanks for watching that short video, and I hope that it's going to be helpful to some of you guys. So today I'm going to be making more videos today, later in the day, so I'll be posting it on the channel, and I want you guys to come to the channel, subscribe and hit notification button so that you can get the next lesson that's coming up. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you guys. Peace.